The first past life I recalled of the two of us together was a very rare clairvoyant vision. We were both dressed in some kind of robe with cloth belts around our waists. We were kneeling near each other, but not close enough to touch. Our hands were tied behind our backs, and in front of us were chopping blocks. I don't remember now if they were logs, like log stumps, or stones, but we each had a large object in front of us where we kneeled. And in front of us, there was a huge Oriental man, dark hair, kind of a Fu Manchu beard, dressed in ornate clothing. He was our executioner. I had the sense there were people all around watching, but didn't have clear vision of anything except the three main players. And that was pretty much where the vision ended, and then the details filled in with claircognizance. The executioner is the soul you know now as your mother. It seemed like kind of a fun game that the executioner kept us in limbo about which one would go first, or even if both of us would go. One executioner, maybe one execution. We didn't know. We weren't allowed to talk. But we were close enough to look into each other's eyes. That man would walk toward one of us, and we would think finally there was an end to this limbo. And then he'd walk away and walk toward the other, and he did it several times. But I wasn't thinking, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. I was thinking, please let me go first. Because I couldn't bear the thought of having to watch you be murdered. I didn't want to have to still exist when you were gone. And why am I telling you this now? Because I think from how I describe it, whether you remember this life or not also, you'll understand how awful it was to not know. It was a cat and mouse game that was so fun for the executioner. It was absolute torture for us. To be that close but not able to touch, to be that close but not able to talk, and to not know what was coming next. It was so drawn out. It was so mean. As it was intended to be, of course. Somehow I have to let you know how awful limbo feels for me. To not have closure. To have someone just walk away, disappear. Without knowing the why. To ask, to be told, if it's done, just tell me, and not be told, has been hell on earth for me. And as you know, it's not just been days or weeks or months, it's been years. I would have thought there would be nothing I could say was worse than losing my baby. But this has been worse. Because to not have closure meant that there was hope to hang on to. And with her, there was no hope that anything could change. She was gone. She couldn't come back. It was final. I could grieve. And I still grieve, I suppose. I can't stand more days of hoping that I'm going to finally know what the hell is going on. Or why it happened. Is it done? Is it not done? Because the whole time, it's not just about the not knowing, about the being in the dark. It's about me having to see that I don't have the strength to just give myself closure, even though I know that would be the healthiest thing to do. I have to accept how weak I am. That I can't just say, well, of course, it's done. I have to see that I'm holding on to hope like an idiot. At least anyone who knew would conclude that I was an idiot to still be hanging on. Please, just get me out of this hell. Get me out of this hell of being in the dark and clinging to hope. If there's no hope to cling to, I just need to know. Embrace me or release me, but please don't keep me in limbo anymore. It's killing my spirit.